guys, we're back for another side-by-side beer tasting. So you can probably already tell by the title at the beginning of the video that I'm going to try my ESB, which is sort of it's Fuller's inspired, but it's not actually done from a Fuller's ESB recipe. And we're just going to compare it side by side with the real deal, the Fuller's ESB. So what will we pour up? We'll pour them up and then I'll just tell you a little bit about my beer and then we'll just go from there. So cheers guys, hope your week's going well. So this has been about a month in the bottle. It's just come out of the fridge, so it's going to be pretty cold. Go. Now I can tell you I've got a few bottles down on the floor out of the fridge and it's crystal clear in the bottle out of the fridge, but yeah, it's just developed a whole lot of protein haze in the fridge. So yeah, there they are there. I know clarity sort of often makes the beer look a bit lighter, but this definitely looks lighter. It's got more of a, almost like an orangey hue to it. This has got more of a what would you say, like a walnut to it. So they're both about 5.9%. Yeah, like I say, this was bottled a month ago. So it's a Fuller's ESB inspired beer, but the recipe's a tweak. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this magazine. I can highly recommend it. 30 great beer styles from Jamil. I think this might have been taken from the Brewing Classic Styles book. So in here is an ESB recipe. Sorry if this isn't going to work very well. So I use this as the inspiration, and their recipe basically has a mixture of pale malt, two types of crystal, a light and a medium crystal, and then hopped with East Kent Goldings. Now my version, I have tweaked it, so it's got ale malt. Now I've gone for dark crystal instead of medium or light, so it's got a darker crystal, about 6%, and then about 3% Toffee malt, and it's also got 3% Aurora malt, which is, it's described as an aromatic, but it's, to me it sort of gives that sort of fruit cakey sort of taste to it. And I've also hopped it with East Kent Goldings at 60 and Flame Out, and I use SO4. Yeah, so that's about it. Let's not dilly-dally anymore. So yeah, this is obviously clearer. This will clear as it warms up. Mine's slightly darker. I think mine was holding a bit more of a head initially. Just swirl them up. So there they are there. So yeah, let's go for the Fuller's first, just on the aroma. Okay, first thing I'm getting is basically sweet malt. I was going to say sweet malt liquor, but yeah, sweet, definite sweet caramel malt aroma coming off the top. You guys that have had the ESB, Fuller's ESB, will know what I'm talking about. That pretty much sums up the aroma. There's not much else coming off of it. Maybe a little bit of floral notes from the East Kent Goldings, but yeah, the malts are definitely dominating that aroma. Okay, this has got a malt coming off the top as well, but it's not smelling as sweet as the Fuller's. And I'm wondering if that's from the dark crystal. Yeah, it's not quite as pronounced sort of a sweetness. But yeah, so yeah, that's, once again, that's malt, pretty much all malt on the aroma. But both smell very nice. So I guess let's dive into the Fuller's first. Cheers guys. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, it's got that signature Fuller's sweet caramel malt flavour up front. bitterness is quite low. Not a lot of carb off the can. I don't know if that's normal for the ESB. I'm just trying to remember. Fairly dry back end, but yeah, definitely sweet up front, sweet malts up front, dry, a little bit dry at the back end. So it might have finished quite low. I think mine finished at 10:10, so that's quite low as well. Maybe a little bit floral, woody from the hops, but pretty much just, yeah, just as on the Aroma, sweet caramel malt flavours coming through. Quite low carb, body seems quite thin even for 5.9. So let's dive into mine. Okay, as with the Aroma, the malt flavour is not as pronounced sweetness up front. It's more of a, I was going to say more of a rounded sort of malt character than the Fullers. Fullers just seems to be all about sweet caramel. This is more, I was going to say more of a richer sort of caramel flavour, if that makes sense. Seems to have more body as well than the Fullers. Exactly the same ABV, but yeah, this is a bit more, tastes a bit more like a meal in a glass than the Fullers. So I don't know whether what they've used, whether they've used dextrose or something to get the ABV up to that 5.9, which is the trade-off is a thinner body. Yeah, this has got almost a little bit of nuttiness about it, which is the description for dark crystal. You get like a nutty caramel type flavour coming through. Yeah, this just seems more of a solid, solid, more body, more substance to it than the ESB. So let's go back for this one. Don't get me wrong, this is very nice. It's got that signature sweetness on the aroma and flavour, which this is missing. That, you know, that real sweet punch to it. But still very happy with mine. I never thought it was going to taste like the ESB because of the dark crystal versus the light and medium and the toffee malt. So yeah, mine's a little bit more bitter. It's about 34 IBUs. So definitely a little bit more bitterness coming through than the Fullers. Actually, this tastes really thin and quite watery after having a couple of mouthfuls of that. Yeah, a little bit of almost a bit of a disappointment going back to this. It's almost like a sweet, let's say a sweet malt liquor. No, I'm pretty happy with how it stacks up. What I'll do is I'll put a link to the basic recipe that I used below, just giving you the percentages of the malts and the hop additions. But if, yeah, like I say, just sing out if you want any more info. This seems to be a bit of lacing going on, whereas this doesn't seem to have much going on in the head or the body or the lacing department. So no, I call that a win for mine. Yeah, cheers guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you probably in my next video. I might even do my oatmeal stout from the old competition. I haven't reviewed my own beer, so I might do that and just let you know how I got on. So cheers guys, enjoy the weekend, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.